You know, honestly, I can't help but be emotional about this race. This race brings back a lot of crazy memories. There's a lot of emotions that come along with Vegas to Reno for me. Been a lot of highs and lows and ups and downs.
I flush it and just back down.
It is that one race that we've chased for 5 or 6 years now.
This car 1978, does anybody have a copy?
And now, this is the best opportunity we have to bring home a win at Vegas to Reno. I think this drive has just become part of racing, you know? It's long, it's difficult.
Use the right lane to take exit 48 toward Las Vegas.
We race tomorrow, or what's going on? It is a struggle.
That morning stint is hard. Wheels is turning one way or another, whether you're going west or east.
It's definitely like a family dynamic. There's a pro and a con to that, you know. I'll holler at you when we get closer to Vegas. You know each other well and you can rely on each other, but you also get on each other's nerves once in a while. We spend more time with each other than we do our actual families. It's just part of it.
Super dangerous through here.
Sucked down, didn't they? I have to go fill them things up.
Doing tech right now, so it's a little bit different this year with the Rona. We got to roll through tech on an open trailer. So
I got the suits and your helmets.
Suits and helmets and Hans, that should be all we need.
Gotcha.
To be honest with you, Vegas to Reno is the only big race that we haven't won. We've won numerous other Best in the Desert races.
All right.
It's one I've always wanted to win, and it is the longest off-road race in the United States.
All right, y'all good.
It's starting to get anxiety now that we're here and the car's about to get teched and checking everything, and then I feel like I would be better off just sleeping until I have to walk to the start line.
But the last week has been pretty frustrating. We've been chasing our tails.
Yeah, we had a little check engine light come on. Look, we're going to have a gremlin show up. It's going to be the day before we leave. Got me a little bit nervous about the race.
Racing is a tough thing, and it always exposes any weaknesses that you have, even if you don't know you have those. Everything has to align to win out here.
Looks like we're late to tech, so we're in the back of the line. Best in the Desert is made a big effort into trying to push safety and abiding by the rules so we don't get shut down, man, and we can enjoy some racing and stay safe. So
Vegas to Reno is the one that I'm desperate to win. It's the one that's got away from us so many times, and until I win Vegas to Reno, I won't be happy. Hold on. I'll do this interview. I know how to do this. Phil Blurden, No Limit Racing. We're out here at Vegas to Reno. Me and Bo are going to push real hard.
Phil's super fast. You know, he's the reigning champ 3 years in a row for Vegas to Reno, so he's definitely the guy to beat.
So what's your strategy to beat Dustin Jones?
If I could just sneak up behind him one day and cut his hair, it solves all our problems. But until I come up with that plan, I gotta hope he crashes. Going into the race, he's the guy that you put a game plan together because he's showing up to win it again. Good to see y'all. Phil, good luck to you, buddy. I couldn't see him whenever I was talking, but I can imagine that he didn't think it was that funny because I feel like that imitation was spot on Phil Blurton. Dead on.
You're good to go. Thanks. Have a great race.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Hey,
You good?
man, a race like this, like you have to have 100% confidence. It is the most important thing. Now we go start tinkering with the car, see if we can't figure something out.
Yes.
Okay, hang on though. So that's your wheel speed sensor circuit signal.
And desert racing is something we take so seriously that it really takes a toll on your confidence. It does something to you. You know, it takes a little bit away from you.
Now we're just gonna have to roll with it, man, and hope that it doesn't cause any problems for us. It sucks to have one of these issues right before the race, but just gonna have to deal with it and hope it doesn't cripple us during the race. It's the ultimate amount of stress, you know. We've gone into so many races with 100% confidence and won those races, and so going in with a little bit of doubt in your mind, man, it creates a huge obstacle for you to overcome and drive through.
Like always, never get enough sleep, but I feel good. Time to execute now. We still got about a hour and a half drive. When you get to the start line, that's when it gets really real.
Definitely Vegas to Reno is different than most of the other ones. Most of the other ones we can get through without a belt change, without an air filter change, and just a couple of fuel stops. Part of our pit strategy is to change belts, to change air filters, just as preventative measures, not because of failures, but just to make sure the car is running optimally all the time.
How bad the dust is swallowing up helicopters.
we're in the points hunt. So, you know, doing well at this race has big implications. We start second, right behind Phil Blurton. You know, the goal was to set a fast pace early.
Good? Yep, I'm good. Just getting nervous? Yeah. It's gonna be a long day, you know? Let's be fast and smart. Let's find a groove early. Yes, sir.
You're looking directly into a dust cloud straight off the start line.
Four-wheel drive? Yep. Steering wheel locked in? Let's go. Yep. 3 miles straight away.
It's a looped nightmare going through your mind of what you're fixing to drive into and what could potentially happen.
It's gonna end in a hard right. Got a danger at 2.2 miles. Watch that danger. Whew, it's bad.
Take it easy, take care of the car, make sure we're not stopping.
Mile and a half to danger, dog leg.
And when you have clean air, then go for it.
This race is tough because it's a long one. You know, it's hot. The first quarter of the race is definitely interesting, man. You got to set a good pace. You look out in the distance, it's nothing but white out there. So they're gonna have a fun day today.
Watch this, watch this. Now we're good. Keep it straight. Hard right.
Any chance we had, we were full tap on the wood, pushing the car.
Oh, can't see nothing. Not a thing. Whoa! Yeah, we gotta be here. Barely missed that rock. Yeah, it's tough. Straight.
And it never fails when you feel like you got a clean run going and you got everything going your way, you run into something.
978 pin, do you have a copy? Air filter go off? Oh, we got a flat. Yeah, it's definitely flat.
We got a flat in, 100 miles into the race.
Yeah, I can feel it. Trying to come apart. Yeah. Quick ones, it looks like. We're not straightening them out, though. Woo! On the tire. Yeah, we probably should change it. Yeah, dogging. All right.
It's very quick frustration, and you kind of get frantic to where it's like, Dustin, get out of the car. We got to get back on the road as quickly as we can without giving up any positions. But that's not possible in this type of racing. These guys are too fast.
It sucks, for sure. You can look at it one of two ways. You know, you can get down and out about it, whatever, or get back in the car and you know what you got to do.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Whenever we swap the tire, and so we realize the wheel drops through the rear bumper. So I have to hold the wheel. I have to drive with the wheel sitting in my lap until Dustin can get everything strapped in.
Yep, got you. All right, please, let's go.
It was not fun. It was a bunch of opportunity for things to go wrong, but you got to move.
978, we're coming into the pits. We need a tire, fuel, and air filter.
You have to make up that time, so it's time to freaking press, and it's time to run.
24, back to race pace. Overall straight heading. I got no big turns for 1 mile.
Well, today's been a little hectic. Hasn't completely started out like we planned, but we're not gonna quit till the end. We gotta make it happen this year. It's the game plan. Just gonna keep pushing.
We felt like we were making good progress, and I knew we were making our way back to the front. The car was running phenomenal, and we were pushing super hard.
So we had to change our pitch strategy midway through because of some unexpected problems. When there's a will, there's a way, and I think it just worked out in our favor with the way guys are falling off and the way Dustin's been driving and how the course is shaping out.
I got no big turns for 1 mile. Long straight, no danger. And there's Phil right there.
When we caught back up to Phil, that's when the battle was on. So Phil is very fast.
We played cat and mouse with them for what seemed like hours. It had to be 4 hours that we just sat there in this dust.
And that's what Vegas to Reno is. It's battling in the dust. It's chasing somebody's taillights to try to get close enough to strike.
Dustin just went by pit 9, making progress, gaining a little ground. We're going to jump ahead to pit 11 and see if we can catch up with it.
We're in hot pursuit of Phil right now.
Car looking pretty good so far.
I don't know, we look dusty and white. Definitely can't see the gator skin on it, I'll tell you that.
Left right there. I'm starting to not be able to hear you. Okay, I'll talk louder. Easy ride right here.
Vegas to Reno is a long race, and the day turns into night, and the hours click by, and the miles click by, and it seemed like an eternity that we were on Phil's bumper, but it was a strategy that we decided we were going to run. If we could keep him within our sights, we were going to beat him on corrected time.
Sun's starting to go down pretty fast, and this is going to be our last stop. I don't know, I think we're still behind Blurton. We must be trading paint at this point, so we'll see. We got to be careful and bring it home.
Do you have a copy?
Is that them or?
Come on, Blurton's right in front of us, and he stopped too.
So we had to make a decision. Were we willing to keep pushing the car and chance tearing something up if a belt was to come apart, or should we stop and change the belt? And so maybe the wrong decision, but we swapped a belt on the car to make sure we were going to have no issues and make it to finish.
Clear! Go, go, go!
So we give up 2 or 3 minutes doing that and have to try to make that 2 or 3 minutes back up somewhere.
I barely got the clips on, dude. Like, barely.
You got it. That's all that matters, dude.
This is the last pit for us, man. And we were able to get him out in front of that truck that was right here in the pit. So here we go.
Going to the finish line, man, we're just gonna let the guys do their job and bring it home for us.
I think Vegas to Reno in general is a gamble. Man, I mean, at that point, what do you got to lose, dude? You just got to lay it out there, you know?
There's literally only 3 of us at this point in contention for the podium, and we want the top spot, and so do they.
It was rough. Dusty, congratulations, buddy. Yeah, good freaking job, dude. Happy for you, man. And when it came down to it, we were 3rd on corrected time. We had one other racer, Mitch Guthrie, that squeaked us out at the end. Beat us by 30-something seconds on a 9-hour and 56-minute race.
Oh my God!
Which is incredible, man. It shows what the true competition in this Pro UTV class is now. It was rough. It was dusty. You can tell by my eyes, it was a long day for us. So we struggled a little bit. Every year, we're that close, man. 2-minute spread between the top 3 guys in 10 hours of racing. It's incredible.
It's over with now. We have crossed the checkered flag. Now the long trek home.
My lips are on fire, my voice hurts. That's the worst way to go from Vegas to Reno. Probably not many more fun ways to do it though. Just some hardware that we bring it back home to Louisiana. Something you can always remember, a race like this. Might not always remember what happened during the race and why you got 3rd, but I remember right now for sure. So
I think definitely the sacrifice that we put in, the time that we drive, the time away from family and business. You know, with our group, we don't even think anything about it. It's just what we have to do to get to the races. We all enjoy racing so much that the effort is worth the reward. We don't even question the struggle. It's just part of it.
What's Ford doing this morning?
Doing terrible. We had to take 8 flights of stairs after waiting on the elevator for 20 minutes, it seemed like.
I was trying to talk myself into buying something there, but I know I don't need anything, so willpower prevailed this time, unfortunately.
Let's let it blow off the roof of the truck and let it land under Dustin and them and let them spin out of control.
that also means a little time for nappy, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I made this myself. Actually, a buddy of mine made this. It just cuts your ears a little bit right here, you know what I mean? Like this band is a little too thick and it really wears into your ear bone. You know, you gotta enjoy those little battles, and there's some things that you gotta appreciate. Hey, we didn't yard sell the car 15 miles into the race. What was that? Shane, run straight over there and see what that noise is. Send Josh.